You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 9th meeting for the Kingsford Heights Town Council. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please silence your cell phones. I'm going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have all 5 council members present. Our town marshal is at classes tonight, and I do not see Anna here, so I'm assuming we don't have a town marshal report. Fire department.
How's it going? As of last month, we had 15 fire-related calls and 11 mutual aid calls. And Chief wanted me to let you guys know we are looking in March to do a public CPR class, open to the public. We will get a date to you for next time, but we are going to be having a public CPR training.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. All right. Utilities. Can we ask you what your name is?
Oh, sorry, Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
T-C-H-O-P.
T-Chop.
T-C-H-O-P.
TSC.
Oh, T-S-C.
Yep.
H-O-P.
Yeah, TSC H-O-P-P.
2 P's?
Yep, 2 P's.
Okay.
Pronounced Chubb.
At the water plant, the project is winding down. They have all 3 high service pumps replaced. They have 2 of the wells completely redone and back in service. The 3rd well still needs to be put back together. And after that, they're hoping to have that done sometime this week or early next week, and then the project will be completed at that point. At the water tower, the generator, I have not heard from the contractor that dropped it off. I still have to reach out to him again to see what the timeline is on getting that installed.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right. Park Board, you're doing your report at the 2nd meeting of the month?
Yeah, but we do have a question. Can we address? So the last year we had, two things. We're doing the bounce house thing on the 21st. And so one thing that we'd like to do is sell popcorn. I know that we have now our new fund set up for donation fund, but my question is, how do we access that? So what do we need to do to be able to, like I said, buy popcorn and the butter or whatever to be able to have the fundraiser?
Have you deposited any money into the donation fund?
Yes. But I just didn't know.
Well, that's an excellent time to ask that question because the auditors are here right now and Malika can find out for you.
Okay. And then the other thing is that last year we paid for insurance for the Kingsford Heights Ball Club. We shared the responsibility of having the insurance. It was about $640. So we were co-insured on that plan. And so the question is whether or not we are willing to be able to do that again this year.
What's the reason for it? I mean, if they're using the field, that means is there some reason that we have to?
We felt like it was a good idea for us to be a co-insured. Um,
Can you say that again? I was just writing
Sorry.
down notes
So
about
last
the
year,
fund.
the Kingsford Heights Ball Club, when they got started, we decided they were getting started. And so we paid for the insurance through the Blake Insurance Agency, and it put us as a co-insurer. And I know that was, Amber, one of the things you had recommended would be a good thing for us to do, to be a co-insured on that policy.
But you paid for their insurance.
We paid for it.
So can they get their own insurance now and then name the town as the additional insured?
We can, and that was the question,
That's-
are we willing to, like the parks and recreation, we are willing to, at least, I mean, like as part of our funds, it came out of our funds. So we agreed that we would be willing to do that, but of course we can't agree without bringing it to you all.
Was that a general fund expense last year or a park department?
That was the park department.
Right.
Okay, so we split the cost with them, and then the field was covered when other people were using the field. I understand that.
And we're prepared, we had more than enough in our budget for that, and that's been budgeted into our budget again this year. It's just whether or not you would.
So did the
Permit
park
it.
department take out a separate policy then to just cover the fields? Is that what happened?
It covered softball season, I'm assuming. The fields for softball season.
They didn't take out a separate a thing for it. They just code because they went and the ball club got an insurance policy through them and they paid for the insurance policy.
They paid for half of it.
No, they paid for the insurance policy
For the club?
for the club.
Okay.
And it was $640.63.
Well, what about the
And
insurance
we
we
would
already
be-
have? I mean, what's going on with that? We're fully insured with that ball, with these parks and everything, aren't we?
I don't know, we'd have to check.
I
We should
believe
be.
we are.
Everything should be fully insured that the town owns.
I think the ballpark had to have its own insurance and you guys said that you would pay for it. But my only question is, and I'm just asking a question, when are they gonna be self-sufficient?
Well, this is year 2. And so this is where we're at. I mean, like, they are hoping to have more kids sign up. I mean, at this point, if we said no, then I guess they'd have to figure it out. But, again, the parks and recreation, we are prepared to do this one more year as they are still getting situated. There will be other things that they will have to be taking on, but
Who took on the porta potties last year? The town?
we did.
Park
We did.
department.
And that is one thing we're definitely going to do differently this year. We're not ready to address that yet, but we definitely want to look around. We didn't look around to find the best deal. We actually probably had 2 of the porta potties when we probably could have just gotten away with 1 and then maybe had 2 during tournament time. So that expense will be different and shared this year. But right now, the question on the table is specifically about the insurance.
So I would run it by Debbie Blake, but if the club was self-sufficient, obviously in an ideal world, they would be maintaining their own insurance
Right.
and assuming any kind of risk on their own behalf, and the town wouldn't be potentially at risk for it. They'd have their own policy for it.
Right.
But
But right now, for year 2, the Parks and Recreation would like to sponsor that one more year as they are getting situated. And the question is that okay with y'all?
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it.
I'll let them know. That's all we have. Thanks.
Okay. Minutes from January 26th. Has everyone had a chance to read them? No?
Rosalie,
I didn't have time to read.
I got a question about the porta potties. I mean, is there other people using this field besides them people?
Probably I've seen some
But I
of
don't
our
think
own
that-
kids out there on off days. And I've seen some,
Because we
Like tea?
never supplied the porta potties out there until there was actually some kind of either, the adult league that came in during the summer or something like that, or whatever, in the baseball field.
that's
but
not true.
No.
Back in years and
The
years
parks
ago.
always put porta
Yeah.
potties out every year?
Even before there was KHBC. And it was supposed to just for the summer years,
They-
summer months.
They were supposed to come in before Memorial Day and leave the week after Labor Day. Then they started having a co-ed league, so they didn't leave until sometime in October.
How much are we paying for them?
We paid $175 for the handicap, and I believe we paid $135 for just the regular one.
And if they go down to one, it would just be the handicap one,
Right.
because anybody can use the handicap one. Okay. Minutes. I see we have a slightly different format again. I had to read them twice before.
Does anybody have time to read it?
That's what I asked.
Oh.
Nobody said anything.
Waiting for a motion?
Yes?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes for January 26, 2026.
We have a motion to accept these minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
Evelyn seconded the motion. It's been moved and seconded to adopt the minutes or accept the minutes from the January 26th meeting. All in favor? Aye. It is unanimous. Now we have claims. I have questions about a couple of them. The first claim on the docket is a payroll claim. Why is it a separate claim?
Because when we did paychecks, the computer system messed up and left off Matt's check. And it didn't go through direct deposit. So he did not receive a check, a physical check. So we called Keystone, and Keystone told us that we could make a check out for him.
But it's still somehow in.
It's in payroll, it went
It's in
through payroll,
Okay,
but it just didn't go through the bank.
all right. The NIPSCO bill for this building. I noticed on the detailed report, it's half out of town council funds and half out of community capital development fund. And I think that half is a mistake.
I think you're right.
So I'd like you to check into the distribution on that.
Oh.
I mean, we still have to pay it, but I would like you to check into the distribution on that one.
All right.
So, would anybody like to make a motion on the claims?
I would make a motion that we accept the claims for February 9th, 2026. Is that the right one? Oh, January 26th. Got February
No.
in here.
This,
It is,
this was printed on February 9th, but it's for, oh, yeah, go ahead.
today is the 9th,
Yeah,
isn't
he's
it?
right.
Okay.
He's right.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve this batch of claims totaling $214,820.05. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, now I have a question also. We appear to have a couple of really past due invoices to Granger. Total amounts $308.59. Will you check into that too, please?
I have checked into that. A check was sent out on the 8th for that. They still have not received it.
The 8th of,
January. That right there was not sent to my email, was sent to Randy's email. So it wasn't invoiced to us. So when we were made aware of it, we sent a check out. They just have not received the checks.
and it was mailed on January 8th.
It was married, and checks on 5588 and 5589.
And when you got the bank statement, were they
They're not
clear?
in, I called and they didn't have the checks, so they told us we needed to reissue the checks.
Okay.
Because they hadn't received it.
All right, thank you.
Did you stop payment?
No, we didn't do a stop payment, because I was trying to figure out, yesterday, I spent trying to figure out why they hadn't received the check. Yep.
I know you gave me a copy of that bill, but I don't have it right now. Do you have another copy of the Baker Tilly bill? It's gotta be here somewhere. If you just want to make another copy of it, I'll get it Thursday when I come up for the state board.
Okay. So, yeah, I just,
But I put it with the claim docket. And I have questions, so I don't know what happened to it. No, it was 2 pages.
yeah.
Okay. We're on to your report too.
Okay. On my report, on March the 9th, we have a scheduled meeting, but that is during the same week of clerk treasurer school. So we will be leaving on the 8th for that. And it's not over until the 12th.
Okay.
Was that on our calendar before, or no?
The clerk treasurer school wasn't on the calendar when we did our,
Okay, we don't have that big of a problem. We can have a meeting, there's 5 Mondays in March, so we can meet on the 16th and the 30th and then get back on schedule in April. Will that work?
I'll check to see.
Okay,
I know I'm not available on the 16th. I can do the 30th.
that's a possible solution. Are you okay with that's our solution though?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I just don't. There's a good chance my other meeting before this will not be done in time.
Okay, next thing on the list is I'm dealing with State Board of Accounts, and they're asking different questions. We came across the billing, and I'm finding out, to my lack of knowledge, that the way that our utilities, our billing, our invoicing things. As it stands right now, when they order anything and they do a purchase order, I have to have itemized list of everything that they purchase on that purchase order. I also need to have the packing slip when they receive the merchandise so that it can be checked off to make sure they received the merchandise that they ordered. So that when State Board of Accounts asks, did we receive everything? And in looking at what they're looking at, they went through our receipts, and there are some things that were receipted and we didn't have the proper paperwork to go with the receipts. So that's why I'm asking now that when they turn in purchase orders, I have to have all that information, or either I will not pay for those invoices.
What about when they pick up the stuff in person? Is just the bill enough paperwork then?
As long as it has everything that they purchased on there. But right now, when they send in a purchase order to me, some purchase orders just say Menards. That's it. I don't have anything else. It says Menards.
Usually it says supplies, or sometimes they are written out detailed, but most of them are just generic. It'll be supplies.
So now you have to detail them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that is all.
What do you want to do about this payroll one?
Payroll was just that I looked up the federal guidelines for payroll, and I gave you guys a memorandum on it.
No, I'm talking about the one that's right here under the invoice form, the payables. I am respectfully requesting council consideration to designate a town council member to serve as the responsible signer for payroll approval.
Okay, the reason why I asked for that is
have that.
because we had, one of our gentlemen turned in a timesheet, and on the timesheet, he put on there he used vacation time, and I knew that he went home sick. In order to use vacation time, you have to have 2 days prior, 48 hours to ask for vacation time.
Where do we say that?
That's in your handbook.
Do-
We discussed that in detail last year.
I have to go through here again, I didn't. Okay, go on.
And so, with that being said, when I questioned Matt, because Matt is a designated person to sign for him, Matt was not, he said that he was not asked about vacation time, and he was uncomfortable about being put in the middle. So, I feel like that they need to have a board member over each one of them that they are asking for approval for vacation time or comp time.
For just the use of PTO?
No, vacation and comp time. PTO time, they can use personal time. They cannot use vacation time or comp time without 48 hours notice.
Remember that one?
I don't remember amending the handbook to say that. Will you find that for us?
I will. We talked about it in detail on it.
Where was I at when we talked about this?
I don't know where you were at.
I just don't recall the meeting.
I don't recall that either, and I'm looking at our handbook, and it's not, we didn't amend the handbook per se.
That you had to have 48 hours notice for vacation?
Yeah,
Okay.
or the PTO, or the comp. Okay,
Can I add something to this? The
Sure.
handbook states that comp time and personal time is not time worked. And anytime we've been getting called in after hours, we've been automatically doing time and a half. just because of the fact that nobody wants to come in for a straight time in the middle of the night to fix a power line or something like that. And I did go home early, around 9 o'clock that morning, and then I got called in on the weekend for plowing, and that's how I ended up at 3.5 hours. And I marked it as vacation time, because in the handbook it says comp and personal is not time worked. We had a meeting with the old board president and all that, and that tentatively got changed, but it never got changed in the handbook.
But the handbook does say vacation time counts as time worked.
Yes,
And you
that's why I
also,
marked it as vacation.
did everybody else get the February 5th memo?
Overtime pay compliance. One,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. On page 3, halfway down, one of your sentences is, paid leave cannot be included in overtime calculations. All right, I'm going to,
This is federal, this is not me.
no,
This is
no,
federal
I'm
guidelines.
not, but I'm going to ask you where that came from. I know you're saying it's federal, but I'm going to ask you exactly where that came from, and I'll tell you why I'm asking before. FLSA applies to both the private and the public sector. So, if you think about what most unions do in the private sector, Saturdays are most likely time and a half no matter what. And Sundays are most likely double time no matter what. And they don't care if you took a day off during the week. Saturdays are time and a half, and Sundays are double time.
Well, I'm just telling you, according to what the law states, that you have to have 40 hours of work. 40 hours of work before you can get overtime.
Okay, my next sentence of that is, any business is entitled to be more lenient on that regulation. Nobody can be stricter than that regulation. So that, yes, the unions can do and what they need to, and in their contracts, and if they want, and the businesses approve it, they want it to be time and a half on a Saturday, regardless of if you worked 40 hours during the week, they can have that in their contract. However, you cannot say, we're not going to pay you time and a half until you worked 45 hours. They cannot be stricter, but they can be more lenient. And unless the federal government has changed their laws, that's how it still is.
Have you guys changed it? Do you guys have anything on the books where you changed that?
We have in our handbook, and unless this has been changed, hang on, I will redo the sentence. The only absences considered time worked are vacation and holidays. So unless you can find where we said what you said earlier about vacations and PA time,
I'm only telling you what the federal guidelines are.
Right.
I'm not telling you what the handbook's telling you. I'm telling you what the federal guidelines
right, and I'm
say.
telling you that we can be more lenient, we cannot be stricter.
Then when you change it in the handbook, you can be lenient, but you have not changed it in the handbook.
We said vacation time counts as time worked. It is more lenient in here.
Okay, but his was not vacation time.
Well, that's what we have to debate. He wrote it down as vacation time. He was the supervisor. You got to show us where we said that last year, because I don't remember.
The problem lies is, he has to have approval for vacation time. He did not have approval for vacation time, period.
Okay.
He was on
listen a
sick
minute.
leave.
Listen, we don't even have sick leave.
Well, he went home sick, so he could have
All
taken
right.
PTO, but he took
Okay.
vacation and he didn't have permission.
No, wait, he's the supervisor. He gave himself permission.
How?
In the past, I never had to get permission, and this has been going on for the last 5 years this way, and all of a sudden.
I just want you to find where we said that before, last year or the year before. Maybe it was when Brian Nurnberg was still here, about the other regulation, please. That would probably change my feelings on this, but I do know that we are entitled to be less stringent than the federal government, but not more stringent.
Well, like, aren't you just asking for someone to sign off?
That's what
I mean, at the end
Well,
of the
see,
day,
the
that's
problem-
Now, yes,
See,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Randy's complaint was he lost his time and a half.
Oh, I agree, Rosalie, you can be, you don't have to completely follow it, you can change it contractually or if that's the policy. But I think at the end of the day, I think for internal controls, all you need for a state board of accounts is someone to sign off on it, that's all you're asking for. But I agree with you, you can be, and I see union contracts do it all the time.
But I was in liaisons, and then they decided that Matt would take over, because I was getting their overtime cards and everything, but you took that away from me.
Nobody ever took it away from you.
Yes, you did. You gave it to Matt.
No,
The last meeting.
you were signing the whole sheet, and then it went down to me, just me signing it, and then it never went back to you.
See, it's not the problem of him signing it. He can sign for his employees. I'm not arguing that point. But he should have somebody that's over him, where he gets approval.
And I thought we did Matt. Matt doesn't like
And
getting
Matt didn't
Matt
give him
don't.
approval. Matt was unaware of it.
Matt would like to get
off of it.
off of so many duties that is not police department
Liaisons
duties.
person.
Okay, I will become that person. What, you do payroll on Wednesdays?
Thursdays.
You do payroll on
How
Thursdays?
can you appoint yourself without being nominated?
It's an
I mean, you just can't
appointment.
say I'm gonna be the liaison.
Okay, I would like to be that person.
I think the president can do it, but I think a vote from the council just to solidify it would be
Okay.
a good practice.
You need a motion?
Yes.
I make a motion that Rosalie looks at the time cards, liaison for the town of Kingsford Heights.
For the department heads, correct?
Yes.
For everybody, right?
Well, I think the department heads then oversee their staff as,
So the
right,
only,
Randy, you sign off on your staff.
so the only time card I'm gonna look at is Randy's.
And Matt.
And Matt.
But Matt is salary, so that's not that big of a deal.
But he still has to
You
punch the
still
time
need to,
clock.
Yeah.
yeah, you still need to
okay.
sign off on it for state board of accounts.
Okay. What time do you guys turn your time cards in?
Before 8 on Thursdays.
What time do you do payroll?
10.
10? Okay.
Is there a motion on the floor?
There is. Do we have a second?
Why? Does, Evelyn, did you want to do it again? Do you have a way to get up to the town hall again?
If I get it, I'll find a way.
Oh, okay.
I
I mean, I
was doing
don't,
it before.
yeah, I don't know
No,
how she ever.
there
got-
wasn't a before.
Yes, there was. She
Yes,
was
there
the
was.
liaison when.
Well,
they-
how long ago?
It was
Last
last
time
year,
y'all changed it.
6, 8 months ago or something, and then,
Oh, when did,
Until you're president.
Oh, I
Until you
didn't,
were president.
yeah,
I didn't know we had that before.
yeah,
She was doing it for us.
yeah, she was doing it, going over
How
all
did it
of them.
end?
Yeah,
I
we
just
y'all
said-
made that
just
last
did.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She would meet with Randy and go over all the guys' time cards, make sure everything matched, and then she would sign off on it.
Well, he said something to her about before, she said something about him going to his house, and she's gonna have to get up to the office up there, that's what he was talking about before.
I don't remember exactly what stopped us from having Evelyn do it.
Yeah, I don't,
That was
I
my
don't
idea.
know.
Needed somebody.
Oh, so it's been done before? It's not a
Yeah.
new request?
No,
Why didn't you say it had been discontinued?
She just said that she was doing it, and you said that you was gonna try, you did it.
I,
yeah, she said that she used to do it, and she did used to do it like 6 months
It was talked about
ago.
at the
And she
prior
said the
meeting.
last meeting that if you bring them down to her house, she would sign.
Yeah, And Randy didn't wanna go to her house, so,
No.
or something.
No,
He did not wanna go
they
there.
changed it to Matt sign and he
Yeah,
signed.
because they were both there, so Matt would sign
So
his and then.
before 2 meetings ago or 1 meeting ago, you were still doing it?
Yes.
Well, she was in charge of doing it, but somehow it stopped. I don't know what happened, but somehow it stopped.
I'm so confused.
It needs to go back.
It was, the reason it was
All right.
started, the reason it was started was there, because there was so much conflict going on that they decided to make Evelyn,
Will you withdraw your motion, please?
yeah, I withdraw.
Thank you.
Let's go keep moving forward. I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
How about, can I make a motion?
Yes, I would, just please designate someone.
Let's get moving.
Just
I
someone
would
should
make a
just,
motion, we go back to the way it was several months ago, and that Evelyn has this duty to look at basically the supervisor's time clock card and approve it.
Me and Randy did it before.
Yep.
I'll second that.
And Dwayne seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hallelujah.
I am so sorry, Evelyn. I did not understand a bit of that. Yes, Randy?
For vacation time, do I gotta track down a board member to get pre-approval, or can I
No.
just keep doing what I'm doing?
Right here is your liaison. She is to approve
You have
your,
to see her.
Right.
And I
Vacation
did approve, because I didn't know what was going on, the comp time or the PA time or whatever he used last on his present time card.
What about the 3.5 hours overtime? Or,
We are going to look to see what Malika can find on that other ruling that she was talking about and carry that discussion forward to the next meeting.
Because he did get paid
He
for
got-
the 3 point, he got
He
straight
got
time.
straight time.
And then he owes 4.5. I paid him an additional 4.5 that he wasn't supposed to get paid because he didn't get paid for the vacation time. So he got paid for 35.5 hours, and I gave him 4.5 hours that he didn't work for.
that should still.
Well, that would be at least comp time or PA time or
He can use
something.
PA time for it.
Yeah.
But he also took a vacation day the very next day that he wasn't supposed to use vacation time for.
We'll figure it out. He's got PTO of some sort.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
has the issue been decided, or can Evelyn look at it and sit down and approve it?
Well,
Yes.
She
She
needs
can
to sit down with
approve
Randy,
it.
doesn't she?
but don't we
Figure it
have to
out.
know what we said before about the vacation time?
I don't know what was said.
About whether we, and I don't know if I was part of the we or if it was before me, said that vacation time had to be requested 48 hours in advance.
Oh, yeah, I don't. It
Well,
needs to be in the policy if it is.
oh, we're gonna have a long meeting on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can't come in and say I'm on vacation.
I can only take sick if they can't approve.
I think it was.
ordinance number 2026-001, establishing a budget billing program. We did do the first reading in full 2 meetings ago. Then we asked you to bring us some examples of how you were going to administer the program. There's a few places in here where it refers to things about the clerk treasurer reconciling it, the clerk treasurer doing periodic reviews, the clerk treasurer doing, being able to terminate, couple other, well, we just asked you for examples of how you were going to enforce this or administer it.
Yes, you did, and I haven't had opportunity to look into that because we've been quite busy in the last couple of days, so I have not had a chance to do that.
Okay. Would anyone like to make a motion that we table that until we get
I'll
further
make a motion that
information?
we table the ordinance 2026-001, establishing a budget billing program for town-owned utility resolutions. Is that what I'm,
Utilities.
utilities, oh, it says resolutions after it, so.
You're gonna table it until you get the
Yeah,
further
until we get
information.
the, yeah.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we table this ordinance number 2026-001, establishing a budget billing program for town-owned utilities until further notice. All in favor?
I-
Aye. Okay. And we do have a resolution tonight. Resolution 2026-001, declaring a vacant town-owned parcel of real estate on Edgemore Road to be under the jurisdiction of the Town Park Board for their use and benefit. Now,
Have that, that's 2026-001 is establishing a budget billing program.
it's also a resolution.
I don't have,
It's not
no,
on.
I don't have that.
It's in the
I think you got
packet.
that on, it was the other paperwork that you took home with you.
Oh, on Monday, okay,
Okay.
okay, got it, thank you.
You need it?
Is this
No, I got one, she
the
gave it.
property where the town garden was?
That's the 22 acres. I put that parcel on it. Do you want me to pull it up on my iPad real quick so you can see it?
Yes, please.
I looked through.
Back there.
I didn't think that town garden was that much.
It's a big area through there, sorry.
No, wait, is
It's
this,
the woods.
is this the woods?
Yeah.
Here's that road going through here, and here's your house
Oh,
right
okay,
through
where he's
here.
gonna make a.
But come down
walking
here, there's a
trail.
little area right through here. It's still, it's our property.
It's where Edgemore runs straight through from your house.
Yep. Just look at the parcel.
And it's right, in this area right through here. And that-
Okay, so it's where that gate is at, sometimes open, sometimes not? Okay,
Kanakis, back up to the dinner place.
So,
now it makes sense that it's 22 acres, 23 acres.
yeah,
I couldn't figure that part
right
out.
now, Randy uses that, don't you use that, Randy?
Map is down here.
With the brush, there with the brush on that.
Yeah, it's, whoops. Oh, okay.
It's that right there.
It's, Edgemore goes right. So they're little. That's weird, this is great. Edgemore would go through right there, and it's this land, more or less across the
That
street
spot right
from
there.
Panda's and Dennis's parents' house. You know where that, and Sabrina's, 620.
It's only,
Down across from the 620
it's that
houses of
circle
Grayton
area right
Road.
there, the circle right
Are
there.
you sure it's not that whole thing?
That's that whole parcel. It's 22
South of
acres.
the church.
Oh, is that acres?
Uh-huh.
The thing that's outlined in blue?
Yep. The thing's
Goes from
outlined in blue.
Larkspur to Kennewick. Or Great.
Go back. Go back again.
Okay.
See it?
It's there, okay.
And so the Catholic Church is over here, and then Jeff Mackey's property's right there, and then it's this. Okay. Did you want us, do you know where it's at?
Nope, I have no clue.
Do you
Yeah, I
know
know
where
where it's at.
Dennis's
Straight across that
parents live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's across from there.
It's across from there, it goes through it.
Okay.
Was it
So it's all that, that's a lot of rock.
It's that, yeah, that's why you gotta see it. It's a lot of property.
And you do know where it is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This one,
I know where everything's at.
you got one. Didn't they just hand you one? A copy of the resolution?
No, she never gave me one.
Oh, you got it, okay.
I got one.
All right, the resolution says, declaring a vacant town-owned parcel of real estate on Edgemore Road to be under the jurisdiction of the Town Park Board for their use and benefit. Whereas the town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana owns a vacant 23-acre parcel of real estate on Edgemore Road bearing parcel ID number of 4615-19-100.000-065, herein after referred to as the property. And whereas the Park Board desires to develop the property into recreational and park uses for town residents, which may include but not be limited to a town walking trail, And whereas the town council now desires to declare that the property should be under the jurisdiction of the park board for their use and benefit to develop into recreational and park purposes for town residents. Now therefore be it resolved by the Kingsford Heights, Indiana as follows. The aforementioned whereas sections are incorporated herein as if fully set forth herein. The town hereby declares that the property should be under the jurisdiction of the town park board for their use and benefit to develop the same into recreational and park purposes for town residents. Section 3, at all times the town remains the legal owner of the property. This resolution shall be in full force and effect after a passage by the Kingsford Heights Town Council, passed by the Common Council of Kingsford Heights this 9th day of February, 2026. Resolutions only require one reading and one vote. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to consider that parcel of land for park development. All in favor? Aye. Unanimous. Old business. Does any council member have any old business? Any council member have new business? Attorney's report.
It's not so much of a report as a question. I just want to make sure that the verification plan was implemented. I saw some emails with State Board of Accounts about a corrective action plan. And they just need a follow-up that it was actually verified and acted on. I don't know, has anybody responded on that yet?
I've talked to Baker Tilly and I'm still in touch with them on that.
They're gonna assist with you? Okay.
Actually, it was on that invoice that I don't know what happened to. Did that invoice get in your pile of papers?
No, no.
Did it get in your pile of papers?
So what else you need? I have a lot of stuff.
I have nothing further. That was the only thing I had left on my notes.
Okay, we do need to reschedule our executive session. It was misadvertised. It was advertised for, I think it was the 6th of February in 2025, so we could not meet. Matt wrote down in his schedule, and I know he wants to back away from some of his other duties, but he's the person who's done all this research, so I'm pretty sure he'll still help us with that. Wednesday, the 18th at 5:30.
Say the 18th?
Yes, February 18th. 2026.
At the town hall or where?
Yes, at the town hall. And that would be to discuss security issues.
Hey, did everybody get that price that I sent out an email to everybody about the phones and different things like that?
But I didn't see one.
Look
I've
at
been
your
seeing the
email.
one about
It's a one-page.
I've been seeing the ones about the opioid thing, but not that.
Yes.
Not the
Just
one.
look at your emails.
Well, Anna's not here either. That opioid thing, is that 1 or 2?
It's so confusing, but it's actually a separate settlement thing.
It's all by itself.
Yeah, that, they need a signature from the town on.
So do we have a form to sign?
Hard to say since they won't give me any information.
Okay.
Well, they sent me one an email with the DocuSign,
My-
I've turned
okay.
everything over to Rosalie. though.
Yes, my guess is there was gonna be a form for you to sign, but like I said, they wouldn't give me any of the information for you without Joe putting you down as the president.
And he did.
Yeah, so. I don't know if you ever used DocuSign before.
No?
You may wanna check your junk email in case it comes in a weird way.
Will they send it to my house or will I send it to Malik at the town hall?
They'll do it by
Email.
email, so it'll be
So
an
watch your emails.
electronic signature.
Questions or comments from the public?
I was to add some, I forgot to mention, fire department is a step closer to getting a new to us truck. We are in the process of getting a ladder truck with a few two-story houses being built. So we're getting more capabilities to protect some of the new houses. Just getting lettered at this time, so.
Excellent.
We are trying to get things better to protect the town. But they growing, we had to grow a little bit.
Okay.
Can we get a contact number too for somebody in case like, a couple weeks ago, the power went out just like from Exeter over this way. And it was really cold and we had people complaining and I reached out by Facebook to Ryan about opening up the fire department for like a warming thing, people in case they lose oxygen, needed oxygen. He never responded to me, so if there's somebody I can contact, or any of us, if it happens in Joe's area or Evelyn's area, we can reach out and say, hey, can you guys open the station for us?
Yeah, I can do that.
If we can get a contact phone number just in case.
Yeah.
That is so with you.
Because it just had happened.
I know, I didn't go.
I don't.
Who knows, I could be at work.
I just tried reaching out to him because he's the chief, so I started with him first, and then I didn't know where else to go, so. And then they weren't out long, but it was just the fact that it was during that really cold spell, and people were kind of freaking because they had no heat. And you had people that have oxygen tanks that they needed to keep going, and so we just need a general contact number. I don't know who's president, or if we get president or vice president or something to.
Okay.
At least somebody that can get somebody else to go down there and open it up for them.
This is not a resolution.
I'm the assistant chief now,
Okay.
so, we have Dallas still president. But I mean, same thing, it's always been like that with the tornadoes too, I mean,
Yeah.
we get down there.
But if it's just in one specified area, you guys wouldn't really know it if it's not your area, because the kid that lives 2 doors down from me, Andrew, knows Dallas. And Dallas said, oh, no, mine's on. So we figured it was just a centralized area.
Did you guys do power, you too?
Yeah, we did too.
See, my side never did.
Yeah.
Someone asked me.
So it's just from our side
Is it under
over
there?
this way, but
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wasn't getting a hold of anybody on the fire department, so.
I'm sure we can always get someone
Okay.
down there to open the door.
Thank you.
You just have to get somebody to answer their messages or something. I don't have phone numbers for anybody anymore.
Okay.
The lost is found. Okay.
And nobody ever shows up, yeah, like I said, nobody ever shows up even during tornadoes, we're down there.
Well, I know, but it's just the idea that I can say, hey, you can go to the fire department, we have a spot for you.
All right. I'm out. You can finish that in a minute.
Don't be rude.
I'm sorry. Our agenda is completed and we can be adjourned, and it's not quite 7 o'clock, it's 6:55.